go. Hey there everybody, it's Nasty Money again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Buzzards franchise continuing to 3. Last episode we run the Overdogs in a doubleheader, and we were swept at that doubleheader, losing 12-11 and 8-6 as Damian Rush, the center fielder, hit 4 home runs against us in those combined 2 games. He also hit a cycle in the second game of that doubleheader. Rookie pitcher Luther Butters blew the game both times, resulting in 2 losses for him, and Frangipani continued her trend of getting hit by a line drive in her 3rd consecutive start, dating back to her start in the playoffs last season. And with that, we made some roster moves at the end of the episode and during the episode. Frangipani is no longer on the team as she is released for Sebastian Moore, the long reliever, to help out with the bullpen, who was really tired after the first game of the doubleheader, and that automatically also fixed her injury. Unfortunately, she will not be welcome back here with the club after her poor performance the last year and a half. And at the end of the doubleheader, we released rookie Luther Butters as he was proving just to not be effective here in the majors. Mop-up woman starter Bella Mietball was signed over from free agency, coming over from the Jacks. She will be filling in the spot in the rotation as Mora will dip into the bullpen to help out Bowler and company. And with that, we now sit at 3-4 on the year, and we are heading into the last game of the first half of this regular season against the Jacks. First time we faced the Jacks this season, I believe. Let me run that down real quick. Yes, this is the first time of 3. It will be our last doubleheader of the season there at the beginning of the last quarter of the season. So on the mound for us will be Trey Mondo, 1-0, 0 ERA and an 0.38 whip. And on the other side it is Beavis Ortiz, the former B-Wolves hurler, 1-0, 6.75 ERA and a 2.06 whip. Lineup for today's game looks like this. Leading off is Cardenas at second base. She is on fire. Then it's left fielder Rolf Borgner. First baseman Joseph Trunk, who is tense. Mario Mustachio in the cleanup slot again at third base. Colton Center batting 5th. Ian Fielder at shortstop, he's batting 6th. Carter Mahoney starting in right field, he's batting 7th. And batting 8th back in lineup is catcher Hank Hart, with Mondo rounding us out on the mound. Let's get it on. Now, the fire sale isn't necessarily on as we're hanging on to all of our offensive pieces for the time being. But pitching-wise, I believe the fire sale is almost ready to be on, just based on how poorly they've done so far here in the first half. If we drop to 3-5, it's more than likely not going to end in our favor, but I'll hold off on selling the entire team until later on in the season when it's closer to like 8 losses. Then it's pretty much guaranteed we're not going to make the playoffs at that point. But let's not look too far into the future. Let's focus on the here and now as we're ready to face the Jacks here. Cardenas, Borgner, and Trunk to appear against Ortiz. Let's get it on. Cardenas leading off. Rookie's on fire, hitting .581 with 3 homers, 11 RBIs on the year. Here's a look at Ortiz's numbers on the season. Beavis is 1-0. He is a 6.75 ERA and a 2.06 whip. In his 1 start, he went 5 1/3 innings, giving up 5 runs, only 4 of which were earned. He still managed to get the win thanks to his offense. 9 hits surrendered, 2 of them homers. He walked 2 and struck out 5. Batting average against on the year is .375 for Beavis. See how he does against Cardenas. Curveball in there low, ball 1. Side misses, 2-0 the count. Fastball middle in, lined in the center. Another base hit for Cardenas as she keeps her hot hitting going. She's on to lead off the game. Let's go bring up Borgner, left fielder, hitting .320, 1 homer, 3 RBIs on the season. Hey, one boy, how's it going? Pick off to first, nothing doing. Sliders in the dirt, ball 1. Curveball down, dribbler to second. Buffler flips to second, 1. Jackson back into first, it is late. No caps. Ortiz up now against Trunk. First baseman hitting .357 with an RBI on the year. Not necessarily, no. Just, trying to, maintain the volume level to a, reasonable level here. Trunk currently tense right now, looking to bounce out of his current slump as that fastball's inside. Ball 1. Curveball misses, 2-0. Down the middle with the heater, a trunk into right field with it. It is up high, and it is robbed by Seymour Sox at the wall. And that is going to double off Bordner, who thought it was gone, and that ends the inning. This is continuing the trend of our momentum this season. Bottom one, Trips, Yamamoto, and Buffler due up. Okay, it's going to be one of those seasons, is it? Leading off center fielder / Trips. He's on fire currently. Contact versus right-hander active. 423 average, 4 homers, and 11 RBIs. He'll be facing Mondo here in his second start. Mondo in the first start of his season went 8 shutout innings, getting the victory. He gave up only 3 hits in that outing, striking out 6 batters, batting average against 111 on the year, and that was against the winless Crocodiles. At the time, Crocodiles have since won 1 game here in the season. Mondo's first pitch to Trips, curveball down. That's chopped back to the mound. Mondo bare hands, 1 out. Next up is Yamamoto, the third baseman, hitting .368 with 3 RBIs on the year. Here's a look at the Jacks lineup today. After him, it is second baseman Huffley Buffler, who's locked in. Then it is first baseman Grunt Manley, just picked up in free agency. Batting fifth is the shortstop Juice Jackson today. Batting sixth in right field and locked in after that nice robbery catch, Seymour Sox, and his tough lift behind the dish, batting seventh. Bubbles Garcia out there in left field coming over from the heaters. He's batting eighth. And batting ninth is the pitcher Ortiz. First pitch Yamamoto is a chop foul fastball, 0-1. Side up and away, it popped up shallow right field. Cardenas out for it. Makes the catch for the second out. I'll bring up Huffley Buffler, the second baseman who's locked in, hitting .320 with a homer and 6 RBIs on the year, as Mondo's already locked in as well. Cutter is inside, ball 1. Change at the knees, chop foul, 1-1. Ball down in the way, lined in the left center field, hit pretty well, but it's going to hit off the wall out there as Bordner gets it in quickly. That is just late. It is a double for Buffler to extend the inning for Grunt Manley. First baseman is RBI man active here, coming over from the Herbivores after 2 seasons. Manley hitting .269 with a homer and 5 RBIs. What they do in the offseason? Well, they spent all their money that they saved up after, missing the playoffs again. The Jacks came in this year to win. That's why they're in the top 2 in the standings here, is that curveball on the first pitch hit up the middle. Grounder to Colton center. Buffler tries to score. Throw is late. Hart's relay back to second, also late. That is a double for Manley. It is 1-0. Here's Juice Jackson. Solid 200 average, 2 hits, 2 homers, 7 RBIs on the year. Solid song. I enjoy it. All right, Juice, what do you got? RBI chance for Juice. Slider is high for Mondo, ball 1. He's no longer locked in. Fastball at the knees, fouled off, 1-1. Change him up and in. That is fouled off as well. 1-2 the count. Came in active for Mondo here. Slider away, line to left, over Mustachio's leap. That's a base hit. Runner holds, runners at the corners here with 2 down. Next up, Seymour Sox, the right fielder, made a great home run robbing catch in right field in the first inning. Hitting .524 on the season with 3 RBIs. Fastball down the middle, fouled off, 0-1. Mondo's got to be careful locating his pitches here. Curveball down, it's in the dirt, 1-1. Cutter up and in, line to center field, right to Colt. He barely moves and makes the catch to end the inning. Jacks still good on the board thanks to the double by Grunt Manley, 1-0 to the second. Mustachio, Colt, and fielder due up against Ortiz. There's Mario Mustachio, third baseman, hitting .214. 2 homers, 6 RBIs on the year for Mario. Fastball up high, ball 1. Strike at the letters, 1-1. Heater high, 2-1. Fastball up and in, swung late, 2-2. Fork ball up and in is skied by Mustachio to right center field. He's got it out there, but it's going to die in front of the warning track, 1 down. Next up, Thurman Colt, center fielder, hitting .419 on the year. 4 RBIs on the season for Thurman. Fastball put in, a strike, going 1. Slider low, 1-1. Slider put in, line to third, off the diving Yamamoto's glove. Jackson there on the backup, but it's going to be way late as that's an infield single for Colt. That'll bring up fielder. Ian hitting .367, 2 RBIs on the year for the shortstop. Pitch out, nothing doing as Colt hangs on there at first base. Work ball's inside, 2-0. Slider in there for a strike, 2-1. Pick off to first, nothing doing. Curveball low, 3-1. Runner goes. Slider inside, ball 4, as that is going to be a walk. Fielder reaches, first and second now with 1 down for Carter Mahoney. Right fielder getting the start today. .333 average. No homers or RBIs yet on the year for Carter. Second start of the year for him. Curveball in the dirt, ball 1. Slider inside, 2-0. Swung through a fastball down the middle, just missed it, 2-1. Fastball up and in, Mahoney skies it, right center field. That's going to hang up out there. Trips makes the catch, lead runner will tag. Runners are at the corners now with 2 down. Big RBI chance for Hank Hart, the catcher. .250 average, 2 RBIs on the year. Hank sat out game 2 of the doubleheader. He did, however, come off the bench to pinch hit and did manage to get a hit. Let's see what he does here. Slider low, ball 1. Curveball in the dirt, bouncing, 2-0. Fastball high, 3-0 as Ortiz struggles to find the zone here. Fastball down the middle, and Hart cracks it into center field. That's going to drive in the run, and we are tied up at 1. Third RBI of the year for Hank. That extends the inning for Mondo. Starter on the year, hit 1 for 3 in his first game. Let's see what he does here with the RBI chance. Ortiz already tense here. Curveball hangs, that's skied to center field. This should end the inning. Over 4 it is. Trips to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Bottom 2, we're tied up at 1. Lift, Garcia, and Ortiz do up against Mondo. Jacks look to answer here as leading off is their catcher, Tough Lift. .300 average with an RBI on the year. First fastball up and in. That is a strike. Going 1. Slider down and in. That's chopped foul out of play. 0-2. He's up and away. Outside. 1-2. Slider down and away. Line foul. Lift stays alive. Curveball down, chop to third. Mario charges bare hands and fires. 1 down. Next up is left fielder Bubbles Garcia. .250 average on the year for Bubbles, getting the start today in left field. Former Heaters bat. Fastball down in the way, low, ball 1. Curveball middle in, that is ripped foul by Garcia. 1-1 the count. Change up middle away. That is sky ball down the left field line. Borgner goes over to the fence and watches it drift out of play. 1-2 the count. Came in active for Mondo. Slider down and in. Fouled off. Curveball away. Outside. 2-2. Fastball up and in. High. 3-0. Or 3-2. Cutter at the knees. Check swing strike 3 called. First punch up for Mondo today. 2 down, and that's going to bring up the pitcher, Ortiz, who's hitless on the year. Fastball middle of the plate, a strike called, 0-1. Curveball down and in, inside, 1-1. Cutter up and in, high and inside, 2-1. Change it down the middle, foul off, 2-2. Fastball down and away, outside on the check swing, full count. Slider up. Sky ball to center field on the liner. Right at Colt, he'll make the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Mondo in the second. To the third, we're still tied at 1. Top of the lineup up for the Buzzards here. Cardenas, Borgner, and Trunk. Cardenas singled her up and then was erased on a fielder's choice ground out. She's 1 for 1 today. Ortiz back to neutral mojo after escaping the jam last inning. Curveball below the knees, ball 1. Fastball middle in, blooper to right center. That is down in the slide, and it hops out of the sliding glove of Seymour Sox. Cardenas 2 for 2 today, and that'll bring up Bordner, who's 0 for 1. Pick off to first. They knew Cardenas was going, and Manley will throw her out at second as she's down to locked-in mojo. Cardenas' second attempt to steal this year. She's now 1 for 2. First pitch to Bordner here. Fastball's inside. Ball 1. Curveball low on the check swing. 2-0. Curveball down and in. Bordner lines that to right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. It might be extra bases as Sox misplays it off the fence. Throw to second is late. It is a double for Bordner. We're off now 1 for 2, and that'll bring up Trunk, who flew out into a double play when he was robbed of a home run by Sox at the wall in right field. He's 0 for 1 today. Fastball high, ball 1. Fastball up and in, grounded to first. Manley will tap the bag himself for the second out as Bordner reaches third on the play. That puts the 2-out RBI chance in the hands of Mario Mustachio. Can M squared come through here in the clutch? He's 0 for 1 today. Fastball down the middle, hitting the hole to short. Off the diving Jackson's glove. That'll be an infield single. 2-1 the score as the Buzzards take the lead. Next up, Coldy's 1 for 1 today with a single and has scored a run today. Ortiz tense as that slider's outside. Ball 1. I chased that high. That was a bad swing. 1-1. Correct swing. 2-1. Slider middle plate. Oh, right in the Kaneki. Ah, right in the balls, and that hurts me, even though I'm not even in the game. Oh, infield single, and that extends the inning. Oh, next up is fielder Ian. Walked his first time up, so no official at bat yet. Curveball hangs, and that is skied to center. This should end the inning, as in on it is Trips. He does make the catch, and that will end the inning. 2-1 the score, though, as the Buzzards have the lead on Mario's 2-out single. Bottom 3, it's a 1-run difference. Trips, Yamamoto, and Buffler do up. You're not wrong. Every band did field, and so did the surrounding area. Trips up first. He's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. First pitch change it down and away. Called a strike at the knees as Mondo's locked in again. 0-1 the count. Cutter up and in. That is fouled off. 0-2. Ball down and in the dirt. 1-2. Fastball up and away. Check swing outside. 2-2. Slider away. Ground into the hole of the third. Mario dives to cut it off. Has to hurry, though. Gets it there in time to retire. Trips. 1 down. Nice play. Good question. Hard to say, honestly. I'm kind of expecting it to be like a, kind of like a big high-rise city. I wouldn't say like it's like one of the most populated cities, like one of the most busiest in the city, but it's, it's above average size. It's probably big for the local surrounding area, but I wouldn't say it's like one of the major cities, no. First pitch curveball to Yamamoto's outside, ball 1. Fastball down and in is inside, 2-0. Slider outside, grounded to short, right at fielder. This should be an easy play. 2 down. Next up is Buffler, 1 for 1 today with the double. Fastball up and in is inside, ball 1. Curveball down and away, chopped up the middle of the second. Cardenas dives to cut it off. Fires the first in time to retire Buffler, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Mondo as he's through the third. To the fourth, we're up 2-1. Mahoney, Hart, and Mondo do up. Gardner Mahoney leading off. Right fielder's 0 for 1 today with the fly out. Curveball in there for a strike as Ortiz still rattled. 0-1 the count. Fastball high, ball 1. Definitely was sufficiently iced in between innings as he's feeling a little bit better. Though his pride is shot as that slider hangs and driven to center field. That's going to hang up, though, for Trips. 1 down as he makes the catch on the warning track. Next up, Hank Hart, 1 for 1 today, single and an RBI on the year. Strike in there, 0-1, good pitch there. Fastball high, swung through it, 0-2. Fastball up, chopper to third, easy play for Yamamoto, 2 down. That'll bring up Mondo, bases empty. Trey flew out with their runners in scoring position last time up, he's 0 for 1. Fastball away, line to right field. Sox back a few steps as he was in. He'll make the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Ortiz. He desperately needed that one. Bottom 4, it's 2-1. Manley, Jackson, and Sox due up. Looking at the buildings outside, we're probably in one of the more modern areas of the city. Although it is called Founders Field, so maybe it's like the one old-time relic maybe in this section of the city. Who knows? Manley leading off 1 for 1 with an RBI double today. First fastball inside at ball 1. Slider away. Driven down the left field line. That is hooking, and gone. Home run for Grunt Manley as he's responsible for both RBIs today. We are tied at 2. Second homer of the year for Grunt. I imagine when he hits home run, it's like the chain chomp sound when he makes contact. Or no, the thwomp sound when it like hits the ground in Mario Party, and it like I imagine that's what the sound he makes when he makes contact and hits a home run. Jackson up next, 0 for 1 today. Or no, he's 1 for 1. He's single. That's right. Strike there at the knees, 0-1. Ball down and in. Check swing inside, 1-1. Slider up and away. That's line to right center field. That is in the gap, and that'll be a single for Jackson as Mahoney plays the carom correctly. Runner first with 1 down. Yeah, that's what I hear. Yeah, kind of like Dallas Goldbluff. I was thinking that. That sounds about right. Sox up next. He's 0 for 1 today. First pitch fastball in there. Strike, 1. Change up. Bunt is down. Mondo there makes the play to first. Sacrifice works for Sox as Jackson makes it to second. 1 down in the inning, and that'll bring up Tough Lift, who's 0 for 1. Slider away, swung through it, 0-1. Cutter down and in, Lift grounds at the first, Trunk dives and knocks it down. Picks it up, flips to Mondo in time for the second out as Jackson advances the third on the play. Next up's Garcia, who's 0 for 1 today. He's currently tense. First pitch slider at the knees, that is a strike called, 0-1. Fastball up and away, swung through it, strike 2. Garcia looking to avoid striking out again here. He struck out looking his first time up. Cutter up and in. He chases it this time, strike 3. Second punch up for Mondo, and that ends the inning. As we are tied at 2 after Manley's solo home run to the 5th. Cardenas, Borgner, and Trunk due up. Now I'm just thinking of the damn thwomp thwomp. Cardenas up first, 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. Forkball at the knees, a strike from Ortiz, 0-1. Forkball down, Cardenas skies at the right center. That's going to die at the warning track though as Sox makes the catch, 1 down. Next up is Borgner, 1 for 2 with a double. Fastball low, ball 1. Fastball down and in, swung through it, 1-1. Fastball put in. Borgner rips that in the gap to right center field. That is down for a single at least. He will not test Trips' arm as that was actually on target. Borgner now 2 for 3, and that'll bring up Trunk, who's 0 for 2. He grounded out last time up. Fastball outside, ball 1. He was tense there for briefly a moment as that fastball's high, 2-0. And then Borgner drug him right back down in the hole as he says, "Get back down here, son." Fastball high, 3-0. Curveball high, or slider high. Either way, it's a walk. Second walk for Ortiz today. First and second with 1 down for Mustachio. Mario singled in a run last time up. He's 1 for 2. Fastball up, swung through it late, 0-1. Curveball bounces in the dirt. Good block there by Lift, 1-1. Curveball up and away, hitting the hole past the diving Jackson into left field. That is a base hit. Coming around third is Borgner. He's going to try and score, and he will easily as we take the lead again, as Garcia has no arm. That is a double now for Mustachio, and it is now 3-2, as that's his second RBI of the game. Thurman Colt up next. He is 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. Yeah, the way Mario's been performing, no doubt he's got captains written all over him right now. Bunterson had it last year after Trunk failed to capitalize, and now same thing's happening here. I think Trunk's going to be a casualty of a fire sale if we do not, if we're not in contention before the last quarter of the season. Because he's just not living up to the expectations that were placed on him at the beginning of the series. Anyway, Colt up. Slider in there, strike. Yeah, I don't want to think too far ahead. I don't want to think about it. I kind of just want to see if we can stay competitive here. I'd take 500 at this point. Slider low, 1-1. Slider away, grounded to short. Throw to third. Mario in a rundown as that will allow Trunk to score. Jackson tags him out, and that's the second out. 4-2 the score, as that's an RBI on the fielder's choice there by Colt. Fielder due up next. He's 0 for 1 with the fly out. He's also walked today. Fastball high is chased and fouled off. 0-1. Runner goes. Fastball away, misses. Ball 1. Throw down is late as Colt steals second. Thurman's third stolen base of the year. He is now 3 for 6 on the season. 1-1 the count. Liner to second. Easy play for Buffler on a hop. He'll fire to first, and that ends the inning. 2 runs though for the Buzzards as we retake the lead. It is now 4-2. Ortiz, Trips, and Yamamoto due up against Mondo. Yes, we will take it. We take runs any way we can get them at this point. Ortiz leading today and still rattled as no pinch hitter is forthcoming here in the 5th inning. Just over 60 pitches on the contest as that fastball's high, ball 1. Yeah, 68. Yeah, he's almost at 70. One more inning in him, it looks like. Curveball chopped to the mound. Mondo to his left makes the stop. 1 down. Ooh, that's a good question. I'll think about that one between innings. I've got to actually formulate an answer here. First pitch, change it down and into Trips is a strike. Going 1. Fastball at the knees. Line grounded to short. Easy play for fielder. 2 down. Next up, Yamamoto, 0 for 2. First pitch, slider up and away. That's a strike called. 0-1. Fastball down and in. Lined into right over the leaping Trunk. That's a base hit. Mahoney gets it in quickly, and that's still going to be a single for Yamamoto. That extends the inning for Buffler, who's 1 for 2 with the double. First pitch curveball down in the dirt. Good block there by Hart. 1-0. Fastball down and in. Check swing low. 2-0. Change it down and in. Fouled off. 2-1. Cutter middle away. Strike called. 2-2. Slider up and in. Buffler takes it. Full count. Runner will go with the pitch. Fastball down and in, off the catcher's glove, and that is going to be a walk as Buffler advances. First walk for Mondo today, and that is going to bring up Manley, 2 for 2. Solo home run last time up. He's also hit an RBI double, responsible for both of their runs here in the contest. RBI man active once more, and he's also locked in now. What can Grunt do? First pitch slider up and in, grounded in the hole to first. Trunk dives and cuts it off. Flips it to Mondo in time, and that ends the inning as Mondo gets out of the jam in the 5th. For the 6th, we're up 4-2 still. Bottom of the lineup to it, though. Mahoney will face Ortiz. He's giving up 9 hits and 2 walks here with 4 earned runs here through 5 innings. Mahoney due up first. He's 0 for 2 today. Now let's pause here as I contemplate this answer. Okay. 3 starters, 1 starter reliever, 3 relievers, and a closer. And all position players. Okay. That is a tough one. Okay. Well, I guess we'll start with pitching. There seems to be less bodies there, so I'll start with that one. Starters, okay. All-star team, okay, no limit on who I can pick. I'm going to have to go... Alright, I got to go Hurley Bender, Ace Von Asen, and my third regular starting pitcher, I have to go with... I'm going to go Alicia Woodrow from the Moonstars. Starter reliever. Okay, who's the fourth starter in that rotation? Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm not as well versed in who the starter relievers are this year. Um, hmm. Yeah, I'm not really sold on Slayer. I mean, yeah, he's got K-Man and all, but he's easy to hit once you figure him out. And Pulo's the same way. There's no traits on her, so I kind of give the edge to Woodrow, who like is a proven strikeout machine. I love Hurley Bender's stuff. I can pitch well with him any day of the week. And Ace Von Ace, and he's grown on me. He wasn't one of my favorites, but he's grown on me. Starter reliever though, ooh, that's a tough one. You know what? I'm gonna go with familiarity here. I'm gonna go with Bradley Bowler. For relievers and closer. Okay, this is where it gets tough. All right, well, closer, that's easy. I got to go with K Frequent. I mean, come on. S rated, I mean, it's only 2 pitches, yes, but it's K Frequent. I mean, come on. For relievers, though, this is where it gets tricky. All right, I'm going to pick for relievers. Okay. I'm going to go, since it's just an all-star game and there's no threat of retiring, I'm going to go Steamboat Wissell. I'm going to go with Dur Neverwalker. And then I'm going to go with Maculo Spectaculo. And then for lineup, ooh, okay. All right, right field for me, that's easy for me. I'm going to go Hoven Bambino. For center field, I'm going to go with, give me Jackie Slam. I mean, come on, proven talent out there. Left field, ooh, left field. Who's in left field? Who's like a really good left fielder that I'd love? Left field. Why am I drawing a blank on this? Ooh, I think he's a left fielder. Give me Muffin Studwick from the Platypi, just for that RBI man. Let's see, catcher. Ooh, catcher. That's a tough one. Catcher. I'm trying to think of who the good catchers are in this game. Give me. Okay, do I get a DH with this or no DH? That'd be a good question. But for catching, I'm gonna go. Give me Goodwood from the Overdogs, just because I like RBI man in that situation. For first base, DH is allowed. Okay, good. Okay, so for DH, give me Guns Jackman. I'm going to put him at DH. For shortstop, I'm going to go Jock Sports. Third base. I'm going to go with, give me Hack Liner. I don't care about the defense in that situation. Just give me a bat. Second base, I got to go with... second base. Okay, this is where it gets tough. There's not a lot of good second basemen out there that are like power hitters that I can think of off the top of my head. Ah, damn it. Oh, yeah, Huffley. I'm playing against Huffley. Damn. I forgot about him. Shit, shows you where my mind's going. Damn. Yeah, I'll give me Huffley. He's a good fielder. I'll take him at second. And then first base. Okay, I didn't name a first baseman. Let me run through this real quick. Give me at first base. Let's go with... Who am I going to take? Give me Sack the Song at first base. For Jacques is a good fielder at catcher. You're right. Yeah, you know what? Swap Jacques for Anton. I think Jacques would be a better starter than him because he's got defense and he's got the power as well. Not a great contact bat, but then again, neither is Goodwood. So, yeah, give me Jacques at catcher. I forgot about him because he retired. Let's see what Mahoney does here to lead off the sixth after that break. Curveball in there for a strike, go 1. Curveball outside, 1-1. Curveball ripped into left field. That is a base hit. Good rip there by Mahoney. It's his first hit today. He's 1 for 3. Yeah, I think I just put together a solid team. I think I could take on a lot of people with that. And card 2 up next. He's 1 for 2. Single and RBIs. Ortiz done after 5+ innings of work. Giving up 10 hits, 2 walks, 4 earned runs, and a line drive to the nuts. Coming out of the bullpen to relieve him is right-hander Elaine Munster in her 3rd year with the Jacks. And she is on fire right now, so she is feeling it. Elaine on the season has no record, a 0 ERA, and a low 5.7 whip. No earned runs given up, 5 games pitched, 7 innings pitched, 2 hits surrendered, 2 walks, and she has struck out 6. Batting average against an 0.91. Damn. Elaine is feeling it this year. This is like David Diggler level numbers from last year. Oh yeah, definitely. Pitchers, there's like so many. You can just pick like your favorites to pitch with. And DH, you gotta just pick based on what position you think has like 2 really great guys you like, and then you can just sub the other one in at DH depending on who's the weaker fielder. Fastball high to Hart, ball 1. I chased that one down, 1-1. Fastball up, line to short, right at Jackson, 1 down. Mondo due up next. He's over 2 today. Still got enough in the tank for 1 more inning at least, so I'm going to bunt her in this situation. Bunt is down, and that will be a successful sacrifice for Mondo. 2 down in the inning. Runner in scoring position here for Cardenas, who is RBI'd out, unfortunately. 2 for 3 today with 2 singles as she flew out to the warning track in right center field last time up. Chased the fastball down and in, 0-1. Fastball down in the way, chop foul, 0-2. Check swing in the dirt on the curveball, 1-2. Curveball's outside, 2-2. Fastball at the knees, popped up. Right behind second base is the shortstop, Jackson. And he will put it away. That ends the inning. Bottom 6 we go. It's still 4-2. Jackson, Sox, and Lift up against Mondo. Juice Jackson leading off, 2 for 2 today for Juice. JJ here has 2 singles on the cards. He's 2 for 2 today. First pitch cutter down and in. Chop it back to Mondo, who knocks it down. Picks it up and fires. 1 down. Next up, Sox. Seymour's 0 for 1 today. Sack bunt last time up at the plate. First pitch curveball high. Fouled off. 0-1. Fastball at the knees. Grounded up the middle. That's a base hit for Seymour. He is 1 for 2 today. Sox, of course, coming over from the hot corners and us in free agency. Lift up for 2 today. First pitch change up at the knees. Ground and then hold a short past the diving fielder. That's a base hit. That's going to put a 2 on here with 1 down. Is that going to bring up the 8-hitter Garcia? 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. He struck out swinging last time up, and he has also struck out looking. First pitch change it down and in. That is lined at the middle. Past fielder, another base hit. Runner trying to score here on Colt's arm. Throw is in time, but it is late on the tag. 4-3 on the RBI there for Garcia. Got to bring up Munstar. Pinch hitter coming up at his first baseman. Downtown Upton. Hitless on the air. A good RBI chance for downtown against the tiring Mondo here. First pitch cutter up and in. Check swing high. Ball 1. Fastball down and away. Chop the third. This could be a double play. Mario tag misses the tag and goes to first. 2 down. Yep. Saw that coming. Next up, Trips. RBI chance for Slash. He's 0 for 3. First pitch slider up and away. Called a strike at the knees, actually, as that drifted low. 0-1. Change up and in. Check swing inside. Good take. 1-1. Cutter down and away. Low. 2-1. Curveball down and in. Called a strike at the knees. 2-2. Fastball up and away. Sky ball to center field and shallow. Colt charging in. Makes the catch, and that ends the inning as Mondo gets out of the jam, only giving up 1 run. To the 7th, Upton coming off. Coming out of the bullpen is former B-Wolves reliever Dusty Winder. 18 ERA and a 2.75 whip. Not good numbers for Dusty here. 1 run for the Jacks, though, as they cut the lead in half. To the 7th, it's 4-3. Buzzards hang on to the lead. Hard lineup coming up. Borgner, Trunk, Mustachio, and Colt. Leading off is Borgner. He's 2 for 3. Singled last time up. He's also doubled. Facing Dusty Winder coming out of the bullpen. Dusty on the year is 0-1. He has an 18 ERA and a 2.75 whip. In 4 appearances, he's given up 8 earned runs in 4 innings of work. Average of 2 runs an inning. Not a great average. 9 hits surrendered, 2 of them homers. He's walked 2 and struck out 1. Batting average against is a massive 4.29 on the year as Dusty looking to bounce back. Currently tense. Curveball in there for a called strike. 0-1. Fastball's outside. 1-1 to Rolf. Fastball late line to third, but it's right at Yamamoto. 1 down. Next up is Trunk. He's 0 for 2 today with a walk. Reached base on the walk last time up. Change up in the dirt. Ball 1. Curveball hangs. It's popped up behind the mound. Right there for it is going to be Dusty. Winder puts it away. 2 down. As he's back to neutral mojo. Got to bring up Mustachio, who doubled in a run last time up. He is 2 for 3. Curveball at the knees. A strike. 0-1. Curveball's away. 1-1. Fastball put in, line to left center. That is going to get down in front of trips for Mustachio's 3rd hit today. He is 3 for 4. That extends the inning for Colt. Thurman 2 for 3. 2 singles and an RBI. RBI came on a ground out last time up. Fielder's choice. He managed to reach safely. Pick off first. Nothing doing. Pick off again. Still nothing doing. Is Mustachio back in. Fastball's high. Ball 1. Fastball up. Hard chopper and a hold a short past the diving infielders into left field. Base hit for Colt. He's now 3 for 4 today. That extends the inning here for Fielder. 0 for 2 with a walk. Ian looking to find a hole here and drive in another run on the season. Swung through a fastball at the letters. 0-1 as Winder is tense once more. Out front of the changeup. Calm it down. Ian 0-2. Curveball down and in. Blooper to shallow left. Jackson dives and he makes the catch. Nice play. That ends the inning. Bottom 7. We're still up 1. Yamamoto, Buffler, and Manley are due up. Mondo done here after 6 innings. 9 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and 3 earned runs given up. He is in line for the win, though, on the quality start. Coming out of the bullpen is Yo-Yo Yamamoto. 3rd baseman, 1 for 3 today with a single. I just said coming out of the bullpen, this man is definitely batting. Holy shit, I'm tired. We're going to make a double switch here. We're going to go for Ian Fielder, who is hitless today. We are going to go with a double switch here. We are going to bring in who's due up, actually? We got righty, righty, lefty, righty, righty. A lot of righties in this lineup, so we're going to go with okay. Since it's a save situation, I don't want Kerr to pitch in the 9th with higher pressure, so we're going to go to her now, and we're going to swap out Fielder here for Shane Michael, the rookie, to come on and play shortstop. That way Kerr doesn't have to bat next inning. Kendra on the year blew the save in Game 1 of the doubleheader against the Overdogs. No record, a 7.50 ERA and a 1.50 whip. 3 appearances, she's gotten 2 saves, 1 blown save, 5 earned runs given up in 6 innings pitched, 9 hits surrendered, 2 of them homers, and she struck out 2. Batting average against 346, and all 5 of those runs scored in her last appearance. Kendra looking to bounce back in a big way today. No easy task here. She's got the heart of the Jacks lineup coming up as that 2-seamer is fouled off. 0-1. Yamamoto 1 for 3 today as he takes fastball low. 1-1. Curveball away. Lined up the middle. Michael dives over his glove into left center field. That'll be extra bases for Yamamoto. Colt gets it in, but it is a leadoff double. All right, Buffalo up next, 1 for 2, double and a walk today. Curveball up and in, called a strike 0-1. Buffalo reached on the walk last time up. Still locked in. Next pitch fastball line to first, right at trunk for the first out as the runner just gets back in time. Good reaction. Now to bring up Manley. Run 2 for 3 today. Still has RBI man active here. No longer locked in though. Is homered and doubled in a run as well. What can he do here? First pitch two-seamer down and away. Fouled off. 0-1. Slider up and in. Chased inside. 0-2. Okay, that activates for Kerr. Tough out activates for Manley as that curveball bounces. 1-2. Fastball up and away. Chased it outside. Strike 3. First punch up for Kerr. 2 down. Good pitch from Kendra, and that's going to bring up Jackson. Juice 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Kerr back to neutral mojo for the time being. Two-seamer down and in is a called strike. 0-1. Fastball up and away. Line to second. Dives and makes the catch in the hole to end the inning. Good save there, and to the 8th we go. We're up 1. Mahoney, Hart, and Michael due up. Mahoney leading off. Single last time at the plate. He's 1 for 3 today. Winder back to neutral mojo here. Almost chased that ball 1. Fastball up and in. A strike this time. 1-1. Fastball up the knees. Line foul. 1-2. Curveball up the knees. Blooper to right center field. That is down for a base hit. Second hit today for Mahoney. He's 2 for 4. Next up is Hank Hart. Catcher 1 for 3 today with an RBI single earlier in the game. Change up away. Outside. Ball 1. Fastball's outside off the catcher's glove. Runner going for second. Throw down is late. Runner advanced ball. As lift is now tense. 2-0 count here to Hart. Just late on the fastball high. 2-1. Fastball up and in. Line to left center field. That's going to hang up though for the left fielder Garcia. 1 down. Next up is Chain Michael, the rookie shortstop. 1 for 4 on the year. Last appearance was in Game 1 of the doubleheader where he had a pinch hit RBI single for his first career hit and also RBI in the league. Let's see what he does here. Fastball in there at the letters, 0-1. Curveball at the knees, 0-2. Fastball high, 1-2. Fastball down the way, blooper to right field. Easy catch for Manley for the second out, and that runner, as for some reason, he thought it was a hit. Bottom 8, we're still up by 1. Sox lifting Garcia due up. Sox leading off 1 for 2. Singled his last time at the plate. Ball down and in. Swung through it 0-1. Seamer up and in. Bunt is down for Sox. He's going for the infield single. Not going to work as hard as there to make the play. 1 down. Next up is Tough Lift. He's 1 for 3 today with a single. Now tense after the pass ball incident last inning. Down at the knees, a strike. 0-1. Slider up and away. Outside and high. 1-1. Two-seamer down and away. Line to left center field. That's in the gap. That's extra bases there for Lift. Bordner gets it in, and Lift decides not to test it as that's going to hold him to a single. Back to neutral mojo now. He's 2 for 4, and that's going to bring up Garcia. RBI single last time up. He's 1 for 3. He's also struck out twice. Pinch running is former Sawteeth utility man Hanzo Majiko. He'll be over there at first base with Steeler active here in this situation. I still wouldn't test it against Hank Hart, whose arm is almost maxed out. You really would have a death wish if you're going to do that. And it's not a hit and run. First pitch two-seamer down and in is low and inside. Ball 1. Ball down the way, in the dirt. 2-0. Fastball down and in. Inside. 3-0. Slider in there. Line to center field. Another hit for Garcia. He's 2 for 4. First and second now with 1 down. Tying run in scoring position. Go ahead run at first here. Hits Dusty Winder. Manny Moon is going to come off the bench to pinch hit. Former Wild Pigs center fielder, hitting .222 with an RBI on the year. First pitch slider down and away. Strike called at the knees, 0-1. Down and in. Low in the dirt, 1-1. Fastball up and away. Foul off, 1-2. Two-seamer down and away. Grounded up the middle. Michael dives out of his reach into center field. Colt playing shallow will get it in quickly. Bases will be loaded with one down. All the pressure now on /Trips, who's 0 for 4. Kerr now tense as well. I think it's time to go to the bullpen here. And Trips is a switch hitter, so we can't go to the lefty-lefty matchup. Unfortunately, the next lefty is not until Grunt Manley in the lineup, so that's a bum. We are going to have to go to the bullpen here. We're going to go with Bradley Bowler, the long reliever. Bradley on the air, he's 0-1, 150 ERA and a 1 whip. 1 earned run given up in 3 appearances. He's also recorded a save. 6 innings pitched, 5 hits surrendered, 1 walk, and he has struck out 2. Batting average against is .227 on the year. Bowler looking to get out of the jam that Kerr left him with the bases loaded and 1 down in the 8th. Tying run at 3rd. Go ahead run at 2nd. Insurance runs at 1st and home. Infield at double play depth. Let's see if Bowler can work his magic here and get out of a jam. Fastball down at the knees. A strike. 1. Slider up and in. High. 1-1. Two-seamer down and away. Low. 2-1. Not get the call there. Change it down and in. Check swing low. 3-1. Fastball at the knees. Line left center field. Hit pretty well by Trips. We dive. Colt misses it, and that's going to break the game open. Trips going for 3rd. It is a 3-run triple. 6-4 the score. All those runs are charged to Kerr, and that'll bring up Yamamoto. 2 for 4 double and a single as Bowler is now tense. Slider up and away, check swing strike, 0-1. Fastball up and in, fouled off, 0-2. Two-seamer down and away, fouled off, 0-2. Change it down and in, low, 1-2. Fastball away, lined up the middle, another base hit. 7-4 the score as Trips trots in from 3rd. Run charge to Bowler here. That's going to bring up Buffler, 1 for 3 with a double and a walk. First pitch two-seamer up and in. High, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, a strike, 1-1. Slider down and in, lined at the middle, another base hit. First and second now with 1 down. That's going to bring up Manley, 2 for 4, double single, double home run, and 2 RBIs. RBI man active once again. Seamer up and in, a strike, 0-1. 4-seamer down and in, low, 1-1. Change it down and away. Line to first, right at trunk. Misses the tag on Buffler, but it's a second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Jackson. 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Slider away, fouled off, 0-1. Fastball middle in. That is crushed to right center field, and Jackson has a home run. 3-run shot breaks it open, and is now 10-4. 3rd homer of the year for Jackson. Sox up next, 1 for 3 with a single as Bowler now tense. 2-seamer chopped up the middle, that's another base hit. Hit parade keeps it coming here for the Jackie. Gico up next. Pinch runner now getting his first at bat of the game, hitting .333. No homers or RBIs yet on the air. Fastball up the letters, a strike. Slider down and away in the dirt, 1-1. Change it down and in, out in front of it, 1-2. Two-seamer up and away, fouled off. Fastball up and in, high, 2-2. Slider down and away. Lined at the middle. Another base hit. Runner going for 3rd. Throw from Colt is going to be late. Garcia up next. 2 for 4. 2 singles and an RBI. We're going to go to the bullpen here as rookie Arjun Greenman comes out of the bullpen. Left-hander, no record. A 7.20 ERA and a 2 whip. 4 earned runs given up in 3 appearances. 5 innings pitched. 8 hits surrendered, 2 walks, 1 home run, and 5 strikeouts recorded. Batting average against .348. First pitch fastball at the knees, grounded to short, right at Michael. That's going to end the inning on 1 pitch. Jacks, though, score 7 runs as they take the lead 10-4 as new added reliever Hugh Jacobs comes on as part of the double switch, making his season debut. Released by us after the playoffs last year, he is going to be looking to slam the door here in the 9th with a 6-run lead. Also part of the double switch, backup catcher newly signed. Everybody's, that one boy's favorite catcher, Jermaine Raines. Oh, you love to see it. To the 9th, we're down 6. Cardenas, Borgner, and Trunk do up. Cardenas 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. Says, here we go. First pitch from Jacobs. Fastball high, ball 1. Sliders outside, 2-0. Only 1 reliever in the bullpen for the Jacks after this. It is their closer, Chico Lapata, or Wild Pigs hurler. The ball inside, 3-0. Is Chico the former Wild Pigs closer? Who do you play for? Someone look that up. Get back to me. 3-0 pitch coming. Fastball in there, a strike. 3-1. Curveball at the knees, fouled off. Full count. I meant from like Super Mega Baseball 2. If anybody has that information on them, that would be mighty appreciated. Because I know Lapata was picked up in the expansion draft. I know that, but I don't know what team it was from. I had it written down, but I gotta go look in my backpack, and that's out in the car, and I don't feel like doing that. Full count pitch to Cardenas. Fastball up, chop to second. Buffler, easy play, 1 down. Borgner up next, 2 for 4, double and a single. The ball in the dirt, bounces, ball 1. Slider at the knees, 1-1. Fastball to letters, 1-2. Fastball ways, pop center, Jackson out for it. He'll make the catch for the second out. Last chance for the Buzzards is Joseph Trunk. Over through with a walk, he is tense. I'm going to go to the bench here because it's not like we're going to have anything to play for after this inning anyway. I'm going to turn it over to Buck Swiner off the bench. Left fielder hitting .346 with a solo home run last episode as he homered in the second game of the doubleheader. Curve off the knees, a strike, going 1. Fastball away, 1-1. Curveball in there, line to center field, and Swiner, the pinch hitter, gets a hit. That extends the game here for at least one more batter. Here's Mustachio, 3 for 4. 2 singles, a double, and 2 RBIs on the cards for Mario. Bad jumps active for Swiner at first. Slider at the knees, 0-1. Even with that, Raines could still throw him out. Fastball high, 0-2. Fastball but in. Mario rips that to right field, his 4th hit of the game. He's now 4 for 5. First and second now with 2 down. Bolt, 3 for 4 day for Thurman. He's singled 3 times and driven in a run on the ground out, fielder's choice. Fastball but in, a strike, going 1. Fastball up and in, inside this time, 1-1. Fastball up, line to left, that's another base hit. Swiner going to come around third, he's going to score easily. It is now 10-5 as that's an RBI for Colt, his 2nd of the game. Greenman do up next, got a pinch hit for him. Ruby Green coming off the bench here with the RBI man. 250 average on the year with an RBI in the season. Let's see what Ruby can do. Fastball high, ball 1. Curveball low, 2-0. Slider away, 2-1. That's a strike called. Why do I do these things to myself? 2-2. Slider down, grounded to third, Yamamoto to first. That ends the inning and the game as the Buzzards lose 10-5 after blowing the lead in the 8th inning with a 7-run outburst thanks to the combined efforts of Kendrick Kerr, Bradley Bowler. Greenman doesn't count, he got the out. Well, 4 hits today for Mustachio and Colt there in the middle of the lineup. 2 RBIs each for them and 1 for Hank Hart on a single. That's where all our runs came from. Hitless today were Joseph Trunk, again, infielder. And let's see, pinch hitter Ruby Green, Trey Mondo, and Shane Michael. On the other side, everybody in the Jacks lineup got a hit today, even the pinch hitters. The only person who did not get a hit pinch hitting wise was downtown Upton and the starting pitcher Beavis Ortiz. Man and Moon got a hit, as well as the other pinch hitter Hanzo Majiko. He was actually a pinch runner. Three-run homer for Juice Jackson really blew the game open there in the 8th inning. Grunt Manley had a solo home run and an RBI double. Slash Trips had a 3 RBI triple. Yamamoto an RBI single. And Garcia an RBI single as well. Yeah, that's true. At this rate, it might become a fire sale here faster than we know it. Trey Mondo, another quality start for the young man. 9 hits in 6 innings, 3 hits, a walk, 2 strikeouts, and the 1 solo homer. Another quality start for him. Bullpen just can't do anything. Kendra Kerr, inning and a third, takes the loss. 4 hits, 3 earned runs, and a strikeout given up. She falls to 0-1. ERA now up near 10. Bowler, a third of an inning, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, and a home run given up. 3-run bomb to Juice Jackson. And Arjun Greenman, the rookie, gets the 1 out against the 1 batter he faces. Beavis Ortiz, 5+ innings, 10 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, and a line drive to the nuts. He gets a no decision. Lane Munstar, 1 inning out of the pen clean. Then it's Dusty Winder who getting the win. 2 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs given up. He improves to 1-1. Hugh Jacobs pitches the 9th inning, his first action of the season. 3 hits given up with 1 earned run, but it was well out of reach at that point. Jackson, your player of the game, thanks of that late 3-run homer with 3 hits total. Mario Mustachio and Thurman Colt are your runners-up. 4 hits for each of them with 2 RBIs apiece and a stolen base for Colt. Aye, good vote. What to do? We're 3-5 here at the halfway mark. Thankfully, the only reason we're not in last place, the Crocodons exist as a franchise. We'll sim up to the next game here and then take a peek around the league to see what moves are made. Overdogs beat the Wild-Loads 2-1 as they take over the division lead momentarily. Sirloins beat the Sandcats 4-2 there as they take the division lead as well. Blowfish beat up on the Herbisaurs 6-4. Crocs hold off the Heaters late charge to win 5-4 as they upset the top team in that division. Beewolves rally and defeat the Platypi 11-8 as they move up to 500 on the year at halfway. Wild Pigs crush the Moose underfoot 10-3 rather easily. Hot Corners hold off the Moonstars late charge, winning 7-5 as they take the division lead from the Freebooters by half a game. Grapplers winning 10 over the Nemesis 4-3, love to see it. Freebooters then shut out the Blowfish 3-0 to retake the division lead. Jacks beat up on the Crocs 7-1 as they retake the division lead. And the Sirloins rally to beat the Sandcats 4-3 as they now hold the first place by themselves in that division. Right now, Jacks are looking pretty good to make the playoffs. Overdogs nipping at their heels, both teams at 6-2. Nemesis not out of it as well, they're at 5-3. For us, I'm almost tempted to say our season's over, but mathematically we're still in this. Crocodons, they are mathematically basically out of it at this point, unless they go on a 7-game winning streak here to end the season. On the other side, for the Epic division, Heaters hold them on at 5-3, Beewolves and Grapplers each at 500. Platypi sit at 3-5, and the Wild-Loads 2-5. Mathematically, they're all still in it. Close race there in the Boss division as well. In the Beast division, Freebooters and Hot Corners running away with it a little bit as the Wild Pigs are 2 games back at 500, with the Herbisaurs and Moose both at 3-5. Yeah, the Overdogs live a great life because they faced us. That's why. That's why their run differential is finally positive. They swept that doubleheader. Alrighty, now we enter the weird part of the season. This is the last road game in a stretch of 6 in a row. We're going to be facing the Wild-Loads here in the first game of the second half. We'll be facing the new 4th pitcher in the Wild-Loads rotation, Ray Acosta. 1-0, 3.60 ERA, and a 1 whip. I believe he's a long reliever. Let me check that real quick. He is, as a matter of fact. He's a star long reliever, okay. 19-year-old rookie as well. And he'll be facing our second-year ace, Jude Hokey, 1-0, 1.64 ERA, and a 1.36 whip. I will say this is a weird part of the season because we played the Wild-Loads twice this year. We played them here, and then 2 games later we're going to play them again. It's the one weird season out of 10 where we have to face a out-of-division rival twice in one season. Very weird thing. They should have just made it a doubleheader where we flip-flop parks, but oh well. I don't control the schedule, I just listen to it. Alright, let's look at these around the league. No moves were made. Unsurprising. Alright, do we go to the bullpen moves now? That is the question. Really, the best relievers right now are Rocket Ramon, who was just released, Chiron Throne, Klaus the Game, and Gemma Yago. At this point, I am inclined to believe we do need a closer, just based on how shitty this season has been. So I am okay with bringing the game in for Kendra Kerr to get some money back, because clearly she doesn't fucking have it. So, see ya! And even if he retires at the end of the year, we'll get that $4 million back. We can invest it somewhere else. But I'll hang on to Bowler for now, because he kind of got put in a shitty situation. Plus, we have Morrow to cover his ass as another long reliever for now, so that works. Greenman, he only faced one batter through, I think, one pitch, so he's going to be fully rested as well. So we do have 3 relievers for next game. Plus, it's Hokie, so Hokie hopefully will give us some length. I really hope he does, because we're going to need it. Oh, Jesus. Other than that, I don't want to replace anybody on the offensive side of things quite yet, because we are scoring. We're just not getting the job done with the pitching side of things. So for right now, I'm not tempted to make any moves at this time. Although if we run down the list here, who's on the chopping block? Obviously, let's start with the obvious. Obviously, Ruby Green, she ain't done nothing off the bench with that RBI, man, so I'm inclined to get rid of her. Thurman Colt, center fielder's just, well, now he's locked in, but he was in danger before that game. Buck Swiner, he's not doing anything off the bench, really, in left field. Borgner, he's now juiced, so kind of can't get rid of him at the current moment, but I think between the two of them, one of these 3 has to go with those $6 million apiece. Looking at Swiner, because he has the most right now. Ian Fielder probably needs to go. He's not doing anything hot at shortstop. Cardenas, we're going to keep. She's been hitting well. One of her few bright spots. Hank Hart, he's going to have to go. Catcher's not doing anything this year. Pistachio, he'll stay. Trunk, he's going to go as well, because he's just not doing anything this season again. Yep, Hokie went up to an A-. We got that little velocity upgrade earlier in the season that kind of just put him over the edge just slightly. I forget what game it was, but yeah, it was like really early in the season, like game 3 or 4 or something. Alright, player development. Dumb one. Dumb one. Nice one for Rolf, but he doesn't need the contact, he needs power. Pass. Ooh, good one for Hurls here on the bench. Contact and fielding. Might make him a viable shortstop candidate if we release Fielder. Ian, power for him, that'd be a nice upgrade, and it's only a 1%, so it should be here next time. Colt's power and arm, he could use some arm out there in center field, so another solid upgrade here for these 3. Definitely going to do this one for Hurls first. Got the 3 contact, alright, not worried about that. 4 fielding, that makes him up over 60, so that's good right there. Alright, and then we'll have enough, I think, yeah, we'll have enough to get both of these next time, so we'll just grab them next episode. Alrighty. Yep, I just can't seem to get it done, no matter what we do. 1 for 5 off the bench this year. Maybe she needs to, like, start or something. Alrighty, here's the lineup for next episode here against the Wideloads. Cardenas leads off locked in, then it's the juiced Borgner out and left. Trunk at first, still tense, not looking really good. Then it's Pistachio cleanup roll again. Also at third. Colton center locked in. He's batting 5th. Fielder at short is going to bat 6th. Mahoney again will start in right. He'll bat 7th. And Hart is going to start behind the dish again in the 8th slot with Hoagie rounding us out. Alright, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Another disappointing loss as the bullpen once again blows the lead in late in the game, as we have now lost our 3rd game in a row. Can we turn this sinking ship around? It's not looking very likely, but hey, we won't know until we keep playing the games and find out what happens. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, thanks for sticking around. Appreciate the support as always, especially from Twitch chat. Love it to see it. If you made it this deep, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, this is the Nasty One, signing off.